Hi, welcome to Becoming an Altar Server, an introduction to altar serving here at Saint Ambrose. Altar servers have one of the most important jobs at the parish. They assist the priest during Mass, they are role models that the rest of the church can look at, and they are a reminder that we all should be a part of the Mass. Sometimes we might see Mass as something that we have a hard time paying attention to. There are a lot of things that are going on, and we don't always know everything that's happening. But becoming an altar server lets you take a front view of everything that's happening. You can look and see how the priest puts the altar together. You can see what he's reading. You can say the prayers up close. There's a lot that you can do simply by being a part of it up front. What we're going to do right now is we're going to look at some of the different parts of the Mass where altar servers have a special role. None of them are hard, but by watching this video, maybe you feel that you can understand a little better before you try to do it yourself. The first step we're going to look at is arriving 15 minutes before Mass. And we do that so we have plenty of time to get all your different things on and to see who's saying Mass and reflect and pray about what's going to happen. You see back here that there are 3 things that every altar server puts on. They put on an alb, a cincture, and a cross. The alb is that white garb that they have on, and the cincture is the belt. You want to make sure everything is straight and that you look presentable for Mass, and you can even help each other out to make sure that your hood is out and everything is good to go. You'll then want to determine who is going to carry what in the procession. So there is the cross bearer who's going to carry the cross, and they want to make sure that Jesus is facing forward on the cross. One of the cross bearers will end up holding the book during Mass, and the other one will assist on the side. You will go to the back, and you'll need to light the candles as well. Remember that the priest is there to help you, and when it comes time to process, that he'll let you know when to go. First, the cross bearer will go, followed by the candle bearers. As you can see that the candle bearers don't come until the cross bearer reaches that middle indent, where you see that table. What you want to do is make sure that you're not going too fast, but also that you're not going too slow. When you get to the front, you see that the crossbearer kind of stands to the left after that first step. That first step is actually very important because we enter what's called the sanctuary. Before that step, it's like we're living in the world that we live in every day, but after that step, we're going to go to a place where heaven and earth will meet for an hour, and God will come to be with us in the Bible, in the prayers, in remembering Jesus' sacrifice, and where bread and wine become Jesus' body and blood. As you can see, the cross bearers are going to move up before the front steps of the altar, and they're going to leave just a little bit of room for the priest to stand. Now let's take a second and pay attention to where everyone is standing. You can see that the cross bearer is still a little further back to the left, and the altar servers are right near the sides of the altar. The priest will then reverence the altar, or show special respect, and he does that by bowing. Only the priest is going to bow, not you. You see that the cross-bearer is going to put the candles back by the sides of the altar, and then the cross-bearer is going to put the cross back, making sure that, again, Jesus is facing forward. Notice that the altar server has gone up the side steps to put the candles back. They also need to make sure that they don't put the candles and the cross back too heavily, because it can make a really big sound if you're not too careful. After the altar servers put the cross and candles away, the candle bearers will bow at the same time, and then everyone will head back to their seats. The server who put the candle back on the left side will also stand right next to the priest. They're going to help the priest hold the book while they have to say the special prayers in the Mass, in a book that's called the Missal. They want to hold the book up high so the priest can see properly. They'll also put the book down whenever the priest isn't using it. So let's take a second and look at how everyone is standing. The candle bearer all the way to the left of the priest will help with the book. The other candle bearer will be all the way to the right, and the cross bearer will be sitting in the back. For the most part, you're going to do everything that you would normally do at Mass, only sitting next to the priest. So make sure that you're doing all of the gestures. When we're sitting down, we want to make sure that we're looking forward, sitting up straight, not swinging our legs. When we're standing, we want to make sure we're standing up straight with our hands folded. Now, while you are a role model and should do everything properly, at the same time, don't worry that everyone is staring at you. Everyone is there to pray to God and aren't really paying attention to you. So for the rest of Mass, we're going to sit when everyone sits, stand when everyone stands, but we're going to do these things in the best way possible. So we're going to take a second and look at some of the different gestures we do in the Mass. So when we bow, it's a sign of great reverence and respect for God. When we kneel, that's another sign of great respect for God, and it reminds us that God is God, and we are coming before Him. Genuflecting is another sign of respect when we bow on our right knee before the Blessed Sacrament. While the best way to learn these things is by practice, we hope that you can check this video out anytime, whenever you feel like you need some reminders on what to do during the Mass. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you really can make a big difference by becoming an altar server.